Good evening, Internet. I'm pleased to say that we're here to play a limited series for Eternal Ruins, the role playing game. I'm Kadave. I'm going to be sitting over here doing producer stuff. Our GM tonight.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ray, he, him pronouns, and I am happy to be running this game for the first time. I am also publishing this game. I'm one of the publishers over here at MythWorks, and we're really excited to be showcasing the Eternal Ruins by Sam Carr with design by Felix Isaacs and Rob Lay. And I'm going to pass it on over to my right.
Hello, I'm Cody. I'm here again. I use they them pronouns. Yeah, I don't have like a character introduced, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. That's all you get.
Hi, I am Pooja. I don't use pronouns, and we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what happens here in this gloriously, adorably illustrated world of doom.
Hello everyone, my name is Yudi, that is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they, also known all over the internet as Yudi and the Beast, and I am so excited to be here for this.
Cool. Once again, I'm Kadave. I use he, him pronouns. And we here at Happy Jacks, we're big proponents of safety tools. We have an X card set up here in the studio. We will discuss things. Tonight is character creation. And then from here, we can talk about some more of the lines and veils type stuff that we usually do here. Yeah, just keep it safe at your table. It's more fun for everybody. It actually is. A lot of people think it's like putting barriers up, and it's not. It's freeing you from worrying about it because you've already figured it out ahead of time.
Communicate,
Yeah.
talk to each other, be nice.
Don't be an asshole, you guys.
Other than that, content warning.
Yeah,
Like
so
how dark are we looking here?
we'll discuss that. That's one of the questions that we're talking about. But as a general content warning, so the concept of the Eternal Ruins is the players are playing as childlike or child-appearing characters. So they have awoken from stone in this endless labyrinth, and they're not quite sure, what the history of this labyrinth is or why they're there, and they're sort of figuring out and embarking on their journey, and they have their identities. But it is a story that uses children-like or children-appearing characters. So, potential content warning for that. It's not a game where there's a lot of overt violence. Violence is an option, but it's not like the default option like it is in other games. But it could be upsetting if we are dealing with children here, essentially. That's the main content warning.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. And with that, we're off and running.
All right. Well, great. I'm excited. So nice to meet you all and have you all at our table. We're going to do a full session 0 here and get to know the world of the Eternal Ruins as well as our characters a little bit more. Some background on the Eternal Ruins. It is a wonderful world-building project by Sam Carr, who is a Swedish artist, and it started about 2 years ago, I think, and it started off as a YouTube channel. So Sam was a freelance concept artist and began doodling some years ago in his free time and put together this world inspired by things like The Last Guardian, Zelda, Ico is a big one, Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, Spirited Away, and wanted to create this world that was mysterious yet full of wonder, sort of exploration, and a little bit foreboding, just a little bit. So if you haven't checked it out, you can take a look at the Eternal Ruins. We have a Kickstarter live now, but you can also go on YouTube and search up the Eternal Ruins. Sam has done a lot of videos about this place. It's kind of narrating from the perspective of a wanderer who our characters will be playing as. But those are sort of the biggest influences of the game. In terms of what we'll be doing in this game, this is a game of exploration. It's a game of identity where we'll sort of be exploring the identities of our wanderers, and it's like sort of a found or claimed identity too, because you all start off awakening more or less the same in slightly different environments. It's a game that features lots of spirits and demons. So it explores this almost Shintoistic nature of spirituality. So we'll be kind of going into that. I'm looking forward to that. And it also has a strong component of nature versus technology, or nature and technology. There are these servitors in this world as well. There's sort of this mechanical influence to the Eternal Ruins themselves. A mysterious civilization built this place, and we're not quite sure why. We may never find out why, but there seems to be machinations and machines working this place. I'm gonna go over the core concepts. So in Wild Words games, this game uses an engine called the Wild Words, first used in the Wild Sea by Felix Isaacs. And one of the cool things that Felix kind of did was lay out core concepts. So this game follows this idea that we're going to lay out pillars of world building, where these are sort of like the big ideas, right? But in terms of the little details, that's up to us to fill out as a bunch of players, and to fill out like as we're playing, basically. So the core concepts of Eternal Ruins are: the ruins are endless. They are an ancient megastructure that seems to continue forever, stretching on in all directions and even rebuilding itself into new formations over time. The labyrinth nature of the ruins ensures that every journey is unique, filled with hidden chambers, forgotten temples, and countless mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Born from stone. Wanderers are children who awaken from statues, seemingly at random. They have an innate knowledge of language and do not seem to age. Despite their mystical origins, wanderers are just like us. They're small, fragile beings in a vast and unforgiving place, navigating the ruins in search of purpose and survival. Solitude. There are no villages, towns, or cities inside the Eternal Ruins. There is no society and no established knowledge or history of the world. Wanderers are mostly alone, with gatherings rarely exceeding 5 or 6 people, so we're one of the sort of rare exceptions of groups in this world. Encounters with other wanderers can be friendly or hostile, adding an element of uncertainty to every meeting. A hostile place, the Eternal Ruins are fraught with dangers. Wanderers can get lost, starve, or slip and fall from great heights. So that is a kind of interesting difference between this and the Wild Sea. So in the Wild Sea, death is optional, but death is actually not optional in the Eternal Ruins, which is a really interesting choice, and I'm pretty sure that's like a Sam choice. He was like, no, this is a world where you can go kaputs, basically. It is a hostile place. Sam's got a bit of an OSR influence in there that you kind of see in some of the procedural generation stuff. The next one is the ruins provide. Resourceful wanderers can find what they need within the ruins. Food such as roots, moss, mushrooms, and fish are plentiful, and water from fountains or streams is safe to drink. With time and patience, wanderers can scavenge or craft whatever else they need. A spiritual realm. The ruins are home to numerous spirits who survive on worship and offerings. Powerful spirits hold shrines that are safe from demons and offer special favors in return for something valuable. So keep that in mind when you encounter a spirit. It's sort of about bargaining with them or offering them something, and once you do that, you may be able to gain their favor. There's also relics, powerful items capable of ancient magic that can be found deeply in the ruins, as well as forgotten secrets that can be discovered in crumbling stone tablets. And then hope and despair, which is actually a mechanic in the game. Wanderers manage to find comfort in the dark, existential depths of the ruins. A fire and good food can restore hope, and traveling with a companion helps spirits keep high. However, losing hope can lead to despair, making wanderers vulnerable to demons. And demons are very bad. They're very dangerous. And they do things besides kill you, things far worse than that. This is a D6 dice pool system, so we will be gathering from our characters a bunch of D6s and rolling them, and we're looking typically for the highest result. So a 6 is a triumph, a 5-4 is a conflict, and a 1-2-3 is a disaster. And also, if you get any doubles, it is a critical of that. Critical this, critical that, and that adds a little bit of a twist, a little bit more spotlight for the players themselves to sort of add on flavor, add on kind of twists into the world. It is a fiction forward kind of system, so it is very kind of narrative based. You'll have broad agency to paint in the strokes of the world. I'll probably prompt you as to a lot of stuff, and also I'll be throwing spotlight back to you, and we'll sort of be world building together. We're going to discover our version of the Eternal Ruins together. It is also, let's see, there are 3 main phases of play that are kind of important, and these have kind of different rules. There's freeform scenes, which are largely our typical, okay, we're gonna, describe what we're doing, roll some dice if it's dangerous, dramatic, or exciting, and find out what happens based off of the dice. But in between, there's also exploration scenes, which sort of follows more of a process where we're kind of discovering what we see along while we're exploring. And then the wanderers have different roles in there. You can scout, you can map make, you can forge stuff while you're exploring. And then there is camping. So Eternal Ruins is sort of a cozy game, and a lot of the coziness happens in camping. So when we camp, we cook meals, we make camp, and there are specific rules to govern that, but it also acts as sort of our downtime and our opportunity in that phase to talk to each other as characters, kind of review what we've been going through, and do some role playing and stuff like that. And with that being said, I have a question for all of you, because I've been talking a long time. So I mentioned the influences of the game. So I talked about Last Guardian, Zelda, Hollow Knight, Ico, Studio Ghibli films, Princess Mononoke, Castle in the Sky, etc., etc. There's also RPG-wise listed in the rules is the Gardens of Yin and the Stygian Librarian. Stygian Library, I think. And so I would love to, all of you had a chance to take a look at the rules and look at the art. What in particular draws you to the Eternal Ruins, and what is the first kind of thing that you, first movie or book or soundtrack or that kind of like you can kind of see in it, or you're drawn to that you see in it. I don't know if I phrased that right, but you get what I mean, right?
Favorite media.
Yeah, that's what the question is. Let's start with my left this time. Let's start with Dave.
Well, the first thing that struck me about it is, it is charmingly adorable, but almost every image struck me with the sense of melancholy to it, which is what I really like. I like that. I guess it's the feeling of a world that's maybe on the way out, or a world that is lost in some way, right? That there might not ever be an exit. There might not be a better way to make this better. It's just what we've got, so we're going to be in it. As far as a specific media thing, I mean, the first things that popped to mind are all the things you mentioned, basically. I also kind of thought a lot about, this will date me, but there's an old RPG that came out on Sega Dreamcast called Skies of Arcadia.
Yeah.
That I thought about a lot, with sort of the feeling of the spirits and that kind of stuff in the art and in the descriptions. But yeah, that's kind of the gem I get from it.
And Dave, before we went on live, you were kind of joking about a shirt that you wanted to wear.
But yeah, I specifically for tonight, it's Labyrinth, the Jim Henson Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Because that's the closest I could get to this in my closet. So
yeah.
I still have another Labyrinth shirt I'll wear next week.
I love that. Like every time, like doing anything with you, it's just looking forward to what shirt you're gonna wear. One of my favorite things.
Were you wearing a beach shirt yesterday on
June?
I was wearing a Amity Island Beach Patrol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're on vacation in that show. Anyway, sorry.
All good. Would someone else like to go next?
Yeah. For me, I am a huge Studio Ghibli fan, right? So obviously like the Totoro and the little spirits, but I'm also a huge gamer, and so Hollow Knight is the vibe, but then I imagine the aesthetics of a game very similar to Hollow Knight. It's also a roguelike, and you also find out things as you go. Just like in Hollow Knight, our protagonist doesn't really talk, and it's all just about finding little things in the world to piece it all together. It's called Ori and the Blind Forest.
I was like, you've got to be talking about
And
Ori
so-
right now.
Yes, and so it is very similar to Hollow Knight as you get this protagonist who is seemingly very small, and the first thing you wonder is, well, how are they going to get through all of these things put in front of them, right? And navigating this big world and staying safe. The difference, Ori is a little bit more hope core, I think, than Hollow Knight, and the aesthetics definitely remind me, it's like a more Ghibli-esque Hollow Knight. You uses spirits, whereas like Hollow Knight doesn't really touch on that too much, but Ori, the whole point is the forest spirits. The thing that lets you get to the end is the spirit of the forest, and you find more spirits as you go through your journey. That was one of the first things I thought of. I've played both of them. It's one of my favorite games ever, and that just makes me more excited for this, I think. Yeah.
What before we go off that, what is Hope Core?
Hope Core. So it is usually a character who a lot of people think it has to be optimistic, but a Hope Core character doesn't always have to be like the sunshiny character. It is just a character that no matter what happens, they try to find the hope within it. It's like all of these silver linings matter, right? Even if this went wrong, look at the silver lining. We got something out of this. We are able to move forward, and we are always able to keep going and to move forward. So just a character who does their best to hold on to their hope and looks for silver linings in everything. And a Hope Core character is usually very hard to fall into despair. They are usually very optimistic, very sunshiny characters, but they don't have to be, as long as you are always looking at the glass half full instead of half empty.
Another term for it is hope punk, which is more, it focuses more on the like fighting back aspect.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
Which has been we're just on a game, we're just gonna be talking about books. It's kind of an emergent genre in response to dystopian fiction.
Mm-hmm.
And you get it, and also like to look back further in response to kind of that cyberpunk dystopia where everything is terrible, and then all your characters like grimdark, like the response to grimdark being hope punk, that like things are awful but also you have power and you can fight it even when it seems like you're powerless. For me, I think the strongest touchstone was when I was reading this originally. I was like, oh yes, Nausicaa. And in large part because that was one of my first Studio Ghibli experiences. But the melding of like a world in which you're not 100% sure what happened. You know that it's kind of like post large like world ending war event, but the characters are far enough removed from that they're not 100% sure on the history. They're working within and also like finding their own technologies while dealing with these relics of the past. So in terms of like the servitors in this game felt like they were a parallel to that. Also, I played a game called The Last Campfire. Art-wise has parallels there, like that same kind of like a small round, those smooth edges, but also it's about like letting the other characters like finding out what's keeping them tethered to this world when they should be moving on. So it's less like, it is still hopeful, but it's hopeful in terms of like cycles of life hopeful. They're all dead. Everyone is dead.
oh.
spoilers.
It is the premise of the game.
Oh, okay, never mind. I have never played it, but I've heard of it.
So you're like gathering these people and like releasing them from whatever is trapped in there. But your ultimate goal is to leave this large labyrinth style place to move on to whatever is on the other side.
Oh gosh. So major touchstones, there's three. For me, it was Laputa Castle in the Sky, another classic Ghibli movie. Specifically, like the robots and the servitors have a lot in common. The like the ancient, like they're made, like what they're made of, the ancient civilization, the all that stuff. There's even mention of like the equivalent of the stone giants from Nausicaa and the like in the giant servitors that you find like destroyed, obviously made for war in like the lore of the book. And it's like I may have read I may have read the entire beta playtest because I'm normal. Anyway, so that Castle in the Sky is a big touchstone for me. But then also Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was because it had a lot of reminiscence to like you're a wanderer in this world, and like yes, Link has a destiny and all that fun jazz, but he's exploring the world. There's little bits and bobs that you collect are important, which is in here for like augments and fragments are like that. And then the third one is it's really obscure. It's called Lost Winds. It was this like mobile game from the early 2000s, and it was about this little boy who like was blessed by the winds, and so you draw on the screen and it'd like carry him as you were the winds, as like drawing and the aesthetic was really cool. It was like it was a mix of like Incan inspired clothing, and then also there was some Eastern influence, but I think it was mostly like South American aesthetics inspired, and it was really interesting. And so that just the vibes of playing that game, I don't remember anything. I remember the music slapped, and that's it. Which
Very important.
that's just anytime you see great little art like this, the music is almost certainly gonna slap, and that's important. But yeah, those were my three touchstones. And in terms of what I'm like excited to explore in the game, I think I was really drawn to Chronicler, which is one of the paths. It's like a class, but like I really wanted to be like, I'm someone who's finding my own purpose in this labyrinth. Maybe that purpose could be what to like break out, could be to uncover secrets of stuff, could be to I don't know. It's so interesting because usually I'm such a player that loves to get entangled in like the social politics and stuff of games. And in this game, I was like, well, there's no social politics. What do I look for? And I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna be determined to do this one thing. And so it's stretching my TTRPG experience and brain. I'm very excited.
I am too. Now I'm gonna go and play all these games and watch all these movies before next week,
Yeah,
right?
you take it.
Like all of them.
Let me put this down for the inspiration page.
Yeah, more like watch a YouTube video that analyzes. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's also valid.
It is
it's
so valid.
Yeah.
We
Hell
all
yes.
have time.
If you get through all the media we talked about between this week and next week,
Impressive.
I don't know what else you were doing with your
Yeah, we'll see.
Like, Let's Plays are a completely valid way to experience the story of the game.
For sure. Okay, so in the Eternal Ruins guide section, so the GM is known as the guide, there is a section dedicated to session zeros in there, which is really nice. There are 3 guiding questions that it has in there for sort of helping us determine what kind of game we want to play. The first question, I'll list them all out and then we'll sort of discuss each one. So the 3 questions are, how cozy, how dangerous, how dark.
Yes.
No,
Just yeah.
always how I'm like, why not all? Why not all?
Todos.
Yeah, right? ¿Por qué no los tres? There you go.
I forgot the word for 3 in Spanish, so I said todos.
That's fine.
So anyone have any thoughts, like specifically on, let's start with cozy. Like how cozy are we looking? Are we doing Animal Crossing? But like with
What would I suppose like what would you define as cozy in this game?
yeah, so I mean the art style definitely is cozy, right? The everything is like got a kind of cute look to it. Even the demons look very cute at times. There is an element of like camping, and like kind of anecdotally, I think people are drawn to Eternal Ruins because it has a lot of that hope core, hope punk elements to it. But you know, that is something we can play up. That is something we can play down. Because for me too, like I like that element of it. But for me personally, like when I look at Eternal Ruins, what really intrigues me is the premise of like these are people who are once in stone, right? And it has this weird like I kind of pitch it sometimes where, and this is kind of indicative of where my mind goes. I'm like, oh, it's like Nausicaa meets the Matrix, man. You know, like there's a weird, right? There's a kind of sci fantasy like Gnostic element to it, right? And I find that intriguing.
It's interesting that you say that, because like one of the other touchstones that none of us talked about, so I feel the need to bring up now, because I would be remiss if I did not, is Delicious Intention.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Which is cozy.
Right, and that would be like a one of
And
the
that's
cozies.
like hardcore cozy. But the other thing that this reminded me of was the idea of like, there's a whole set of like sci-fi media that is about when ships, like generation ships, go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Either because they've crash landed on their colony and then the ship has taken on a life of its own and taken over the entire planet. Things like that, where it's like you are so far removed from where you started that no one knows.
Me of,
But this like breaking out of the stone reminded me of that, because of the like idea of cryogenic or like generationally, like how were people born? And it's like these pods, but are now stone because as you go through. So sorry.
That reminds me of two more things. So one is, if any of you watch anime Dr. Stone, right? It is literally people. So there is something happens and the entire world, all the people turn to stone. Right? Those that were in ships, the ships crash and the people break apart and instantly are no longer with us. After thousands of years, and nature has reclaimed the world, for some reason, people are slowly coming out of the petrification. And so it is the first ones, because it is an anime, that are unpetrified, is a group of high schoolers, high school kids.
Oh.
And it is them attempting to live in this world where they are the only people for hundreds of thousands of miles, or the only people in the world, as far as they know, that have been unpetrified. And it is just the remnants of the past and sort of learning how to just exist and survive. And you get a lot of these little scenes of them remembering things from society and trying to work together to rebuild that and things like that. Another one was, it's a video game. It is sort of like a point and click story video game called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, I think. And Teenage Exocolonist is a point and click story game where world, hypercapitalism, awful things. And so there is a group of people who take their families, hijack a colony ship, and leave. This colony ship was meant for these billionaires and so they take it and they go. And they land on this planet and form a small community, and you play as this child who was born on the ship, right? And so the other kids your age, I think you start at the age of 12, and they were all also born on the ship, and you are now on this planet, and your parents and other people, it is a small community, right? Talk of Earth and of things they remember, and this is all you've ever known. And you're trying to form relationships and friendships and a life in this tiny ecosystem now with other kids who have never seen Earth and have no idea what anything is except for this, right? And the children are sort of the ones that, because they don't have these ideas and are not stuck to the way things used to be, are the ones that make this colony prosper and move forward. And so you go through the game from the ages of like 12 till the age of you are 18. There's a lot of endings. I staged a coup, took over the colony,
Oh gosh.
became
Nice.
president.
Oh, gosh.
It is the whole thing.
Good stuff.
But that is another.
That's so funny you say that, because in my mind, like while you were saying, I was like, I'm gonna make a Lord of the Flies joke. When am I gonna make a Lord of the Flies joke?
It's gonna
I didn't have to.
Yeah, it's interesting you guys like, because a lot of what that has that this game doesn't have is the context that the kids like, because in this
That's true.
in this game you wake up with no memories, and so it's literally like, I don't know what to do, but I'm surrounded by mysterious ruins and maybe there's some other people, and so it's like it's such a fascinating
The lack of
Yeah.
context.
yeah
is
and like
huge.
and what do you search for that context? Do you not care about it at all? And like, I think in terms of, to bring it back to cozy stuff, I think I personally don't want full Animal Crossing, but I want small moments to matter and be emphasized, which is a lot of what cozy is about. Like, and also it's going to matter mechanically, because there are the oddments and fragments that we have on our sheets are going to matter because they can mechanically affect things, and that's like the little thing that the little supplies you have that you can combine them or you can use them to help you, and the whole camping thing that's gonna be, I think making the cozy moments matter, I think, means it can't be all cozy. I think we need to have elements of darkness and danger for the cozy moments to matter. So like, on a scale of 1 to 3, cozy is 2, danger 2, darkness dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hold that thought. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have I've made a triangle here.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yes.
we got a triangle. So
triangle.
yeah, the triangulation triangle. So
Meme.
I put on our axes, our cozy axes, I put delicious and dungeon, because that's probably like the extreme, right? So let's discuss the other two, and then let's try and find like a reference point. But we won't do this right away. I'm gonna have everyone kind of put their triangulation. We'll make our characters first, and then we'll circle back to this conversation once
Okay.
we know who we're playing. But let's talk about danger. Like, what kind of danger, like what level of danger are you expecting, like based off of, you know, what you're getting into? Because like when I look at this game, the danger is it's not so much like an immediate threat of violence a lot of times.
It's
Like,
survival.
yeah, it's survival, and also of like the demons themselves, they're like, it's all about like temptation, right? And it's all about like, they don't want they want to like bind you in some way, right? They want a part of you. They want you to give up a part of yourself a lot of times. So it's a little, and so it's not necessarily like just violence, but that can be, you know, that can be sometimes worse, right? That can be a little bit more triggering sometimes, like if we're going there psychologically, right? So where's everyone's kind of comfort level with that stuff?
I love it. Right?
I
Give
was
me
gonna
all of
say,
it.
like, as someone looking at Cody who just went through an Electric State RPG game
Listen.
with this man,
Survival and violence, great.
that
bring
like
it on.
like a lot of the danger, right? Yes, we faced robots and had to like fight them off and things, but a lot of the danger was this like psychological of
Pressure.
Psychological pressure of, we know they're out there, we know they're looking for us, and this sort of anxiety of, are they any closer, or have we left them behind a little bit?
Yeah.
Do they know we are here? Can they see our fire?
Yeah.
Right. I think that is yummy. I think that sets things up for some very fun character interactions and character choices where you know there is danger, but it is not right here in front of you, because when it's right here in front of you, anybody can sort of throw a punch, right?
Mhm.
But the decisions that are made when a lot of the danger is implied or psychological are so delicious, especially for a game like this, I think. So I am
Yeah.
so for it.
I'm also really interested in like so demons and then but the environmental aspect of it.
I was gonna say that.
Because with I think one of the things that I thought was like just really cool about this setting was the idea that the labyrinth is also rebuilding itself over time.
The servitors.
Do it. So to interact in some way with that.
Yeah.
Because it can't possibly be like the thing is like whatever force to me in terms of the vibe of the game, whatever force is doing that to this massive place is not concerned about like the car is not concerned about the ant.
Right. Yeah. That's a good analogy.
I love that.
Kind of on that note, kind of deviating a little bit away from this triangle, mystery. Like how much of this place, like do you as a player want to try and solve? And you know, I know we haven't come up with characters yet, but how much is that going to motivate you as characters as well?
I wasn't planning on it motivating my character as much. I think my character is I think my character is interested in uncovering more about it, but more because they want to tell stories and they want to like connect people and bring warmth into this world. Like I think the motivation, my character, I think my idea is like very, very hope punk, very, I'm going to be bright and happy and cheerful. I'm going to sing about things. I'm going to tell stories about things. And hopefully anyone who meets me will be kind and listen to these stories and carry on that kindness to the next people. I think my character is interested in like the mystery of what happened to the ruins. I don't think it's the thing pushing them. I think it's like a tertiary motivation.
Yeah, like in that dichotomy of danger and cozy, I like both because it gives you that sort of dynamic contrast, right?
Yep.
Like something terrible and scary, a demon or whatever, and we deal with it, we escape, wounded, hurt, whatever, then having that time that we can find a safe corner and talk to each other and decompress and all of that in that cozy feeling, that's what I'm all into, right?
Awesome.
Like, without one side of that coin, it's not as interesting, right?
Yep.
If it's just all, okay, we're just running down hallways to get away from stuff, oh my god.
Pacing
Yeah.
is key.
Like, it can work in a movie for 2 hours, but it's not just a story I'm interested in to tell like this in an interactive way. Like, I like having both moments.
So on that note, Dave, do you want to give us our poll for, let's say, danger? If we got delicious and dungeon on one end,
Oh.
what's the other?
It's the electric state game we just played.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that
no.
wasn't dangerous enough
That's true. That's
to
true.
be.
I mean, I think the extreme end of danger has got to be something like,
Like a thriller
Alien.
or
It's got to be something.
yeah, like Alien.
Alien.
I
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
I was like, is he gonna? I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna say it,
I mean,
but
we just talked about it earlier, for sure.
yeah,
We're all just waiting. Who's
yeah.
gonna
I'm
be the
just
first
like,
to
I'm not
see
gonna
it?
say it. I'm not gonna be the one to say
I'm
it.
so
Hunted
happy I
ruins by the
vocalized
amorphous.
But
this.
even in Aliens, you have those moments of, okay, now
Humanity.
he's showing Ripley how to use the pulse rifle.
Mhm.
And it's a quiet moment that lets you breathe for a second, and it's cozy
I mean,
for a minute.
Delicious in the Dungeon,
You know?
I assume has action
Weird
scenes
definition of cozy.
scattered out throughout the. I have never seen it, but
You haven't seen Aliens?
I also haven't seen
Delicious.
it.
Wait, not
Wait, what?
I'm sorry.
You haven't seen
You haven't
Alien?
I'm like, you haven't seen that?
I don't like horror
Wait.
movies.
You haven't seen Aliens? Oh, you gotta watch Aliens.
I watched like that third X-Files episode where a guy turns really skinny and kills people through the vents, and I couldn't sleep for
Oh
a
yeah,
week.
that one's scary.
I have anxiety.
That one is terrifying.
Oh,
I
man.
would say that in terms of like general pop culture will get you everything, but if you don't like horror movies and you want to experience something of what Alien is like, what you need to watch is Alien versus Predator.
Heard.
I haven't seen that one.
I'm
It's all the action, none of the horror.
okay. Cool.
It's that
But-
and it's very like
There's no Ripley though.
There's
no, but also like once you get into the later Aliens, it's
I
like
vote on
Fair.
horror enough to give Cody nightmares.
Rude. How dare you?
but you do need to watch Delicious and
I do.
Dungeon.
I
or
do.
read it.
But I assume that there are action scenes and
Yes.
like combat things that happen, and they're just interspersed. Like the cozy is the most of it, and then there's like that's just how pacing works. That's just how you write a good story.
A lot of the action scenes are also cozy. Like,
Beautiful, good.
So on that note about the darkness, we have kind of danger, aliens, delicious, and dungeons. What should our third?
Darkness. I'm trying to think of like horrifying evil demon.
The first thing I think of is Dark City.
yes,
Right?
yes.
Because it's legitimately, I mean, it's this movie
Very-
where, like, this weird sort of cult of controllers
Mm-hmm.
that sort of hypnotize humanity, and there's only the one city.
Yeah.
But, like, every night, they freeze everybody in place and edit
Remake
the
this
whole
thing.
city and remake it to, like, make it better or fit what they want better. And then they unpause everybody and let them go back to their lives, and they just all are like, oh, yeah, well, that corner always had a diner. You know, that kind of thing. And it's yeah.
That's a deep cut for Eternal Ruins, but totally.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally, yeah.
Oh, man. I've forgotten Dark City. My brain had like yeeted Dark City, and now I'm back in it, and I'm like, oh yeah.
It's like a proto Matrix, Cody.
Okay.
But it's a cult, like a very, very much a cult.
In terms
movie.
of, I looked it up and now it's giving, Google's giving me suggested options. I'm thinking of the ones I've seen, Event Horizon and Annihilation.
Oh gosh.
Like Annihilation
Annihilation.
as like
Annihilation.
the darkness, because it's a brightly colored movie, but there's like a horror that's different from the thriller horror aspect of Alien.
Mhm.
There's like a deep-seated psychological, oh god, what the hell is this? What is humanity kind of horror.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that existential cosmic horror.
Like Annihilation is about losing yourself,
Yes.
whereas Aliens is about losing your life.
Yeah.
I just find it really funny that this is like Eternal Ruins, right? With the cute little cheeky characters, and we're like, all right, aliens on one axis, annihilation. How did we get here?
So talking about like twisted, I am rethinking my entire existence. Have any of you seen these little, also very fitting, I don't know why I didn't think of this immediately. There are these little they're children, and it is very sort of chibi art style, and they go through some awful things. It's called Made in Abyss.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
haven't seen that one.
the first like 2 episodes. I hear it gets really messed up.
It gets really messed
Yeah,
up.
like, to the point where it kind of reflects strangely on the creator, right? Where it's
Yeah,
like kind of like,
It is.
oh.
It's
Oh.
so messed up. I watched
Oh,
the entire
horrifying.
thing. It's
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
look at these cute chibi. Oh, that's a demon. That's a full demon.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
That's like Death Note level, but worse.
Yeah. So
kind of
one of the
reminds me of,
children loses their mother. So in the middle of their city, there's this giant pit, a giant hole, and the first couple levels, people explore down because there are resources, and they come back up. But the further down you go, there is a curse that you begin to change
Oh.
physically into something. Like your being is slowly dismantled, and you turn into this blob creature that can't really speak or think or anything if you try to come back up.
Did Junji
Right?
Ito make this?
And
Again,
And so-
existential horror and
and
dread.
so these explorers go down further, and one of the children in an orphanage full of children that have lost parents who were explorers because they never came back out. And these children, this girl's was like 8 years old, and they're all kids, decides, I'm gonna go down and look for my mother.
Oh, good.
And it is, yeah. And so her and her best friend go down knowing that they might not come back up. And it's really cozy moments of them looking out for each other and knowing what this means as far as their little 8-year-old brains can comprehend, right? And all of the things that they experience going down, most of it being like psychological, and moments where they have to backtrack, but they can't go upwards because then the curse will get them. And then they meet people because again, you can't come back up, but that doesn't mean you can't stay. And so they meet people, and bad people were doing experiments, and there was a colony there at some point, and it gets into some very, very dark things. But it is the animation style is very reminiscent of this, where it's all like little chibi,
very cute,
very
like big
cutesy,
glasses. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well, good job. Okay, so our 3 poles, or our three triangle axes, aliens, annihilation, and delicious in dungeon. So we'll revisit that after we get through character creation.
What is the last trend? I know.
Right?
I'm so proud of us right now.
This is so good.
I'm vaguely horrified about what the middle point is.
I know, right?
Find out, 'cause that's exactly where I'm putting my die.
Oh,
Right? Like,
oh my goodness.
So good.
All right, let's talk about character creation. So, in Eternal Ruins, that's what we're playing. We create characters based off of a couple of different things. First, you pick an origin, and then you pick a path. So the origin is essentially what the environment was when your wanderer awoke in. There are 8 available. Bank broken, you awoke near a source of water. Bridge broken, you awoke high on a bridge. Curse broken, you awoke in the presence of a demon. Ooh. Deep broken, you awoke in the impenetrable darkness of the depths. Wow. Mass broken, you awoke surrounded by other statues. That's creepy. Root broken.
It's actually the charisma-based class.
Oh, is it really?
It is. It is. It's the one where you're, it's
I'm
like,
comforted by all these other statues like me around here. I'm going to be very social.
That's totally not how I would react to that environment. I would be freaked out.
same.
Root broken, you awoke surrounded by nature. Shrine broken, you awoke in the shrine of a great spirit. And storm broken, you awoke to a disaster of one kind or another. So on each of these things, on the origins, there's a separate page for them, and they will determine a couple of different things. They have what's called edges and skills in this game. So again, it's a dice pool system. So the way that the dice pool works is you almost always pick an edge. An edge kind of describes how you're doing things, sort of like aspects from Fate. And then the skill is your specific skill in doing things. So that'll typically give you a dice pool between 1 and 3. And then you can get an advantage, which is an extra dice based off of the aspects, which are like your special abilities. And then you can also use oddments or fragments, which are various knickknacks that you have on your character, and those are more expendable items. So you can use those things for a narrative permission, but also to give you a bonus to your dice pool. And a lot of the game will revolve around finding oddments and fragments and using them. But don't worry about it now. I think just fictionally, which one of those things like appeals to you, and then based off of that, we can kind of begin scoping our characters. And let me go over path really quickly. So the other half of your character is the path. So these are sort of the things that your wanderer has decided that they would like to do. The paths available are Chronicler, a collector of knowledge and stories. Envoy, a friend to spirits and sprites with a love of travel. Guardian, a natural protector and warrior, of course, every game needs one. Pioneer, an adventurer through and through. Rescriptor, a specialist in servitors, which are the robots in the game. Rascal, the quintessential troublemaker. Scrounger, a self-sufficient scavenger. And Shepherd, a friend to animals. There's also like 2 special ones, but we're not going to get into those. we're
Please don't
playing,
pick them.
yeah, we're playing the base ones. So right off the bat, Cody, I know that you had a strong character concept, so
Yeah.
do you want to tell us what it is?
Yeah, sure. So my character is going to be a bridge broken chronicler. And so the idea is that they awoke on a bridge, probably they probably got out of their stone shell and almost fell to their death. And then I had this idea bumping around that there were 2 other statues to either side, and one of them was broken through and empty, and the other one is still solid. And the idea that those there was a note in the broken statue that's like, hey, this is who I am. This is my name, and this is my epithet, or what are they called? the last names that aren't last names. Anyway, this is my name, and if you find me out in the ruins, you should say hi because but
We're
then
neighbors.
yeah, we're neighbors, we're siblings, we're cousins. I don't know. Probably don't even look alike, but we were born on the same bridge. And the idea is that my character is like, I think uses like memory and rhyme and music and stuff to like, and rhythm to remember stories, kind of like an oral historian kind of, like they've just figured out rhythms and melodies and things like that to help them remember different stories and things like that. And that's kind of what I was going with, instead of having a big book.
That's awesome. It's honorifics.
Honorifics, thank you. And I do have a name, but I'm not going to say it yet because I'm a little guy that's really eager to play this game. I'm normal, I promise.
It's fantastic. Does any of the origins or paths call to anybody else? Is there something in particular that's like, whoa?
I really fell in love with the origin Stormbroken because the description on it is Stormbroken, calamity as a force of creation. And that just spoke to something deep inside Fuja's soul.
Real.
And then I love a tinkerer. So I think that Rescriptor, even the oldest words can be rewritten.
Yeah, I'm between two, but I wanna wait to see what you're going to do.
I like the idea of Shrine Broken. Just I woke up and there was this benevolent spirit that was just friendly and gave me stuff. I just had to keep the shrine clean, and I would get rewards. So that was great. I probably lived there for a while before then being like, oh, okay, maybe I should go see if there's other spirits out there that need help. That kind of thing. So I was thinking Shrine Broken Envoy.
I love that. That's very, like, mommy.
Yeah.
I love that. Ah, this makes it so hard because that didn't narrow down my thing at all.
Sorry.
What are your options?
So, I am between a mass broken rascal and just make things very hard for all of you.
Already love it.
Or a root broken scrounger. So, like, very survivalist, and probably the one that would like forage and do all of these things, a great cook, that type of deal. But I think because me in my head, I have very already set and distinct personalities for both of them. I would love to hear what kind of personality you want to give your character now that you've narrowed down your where you know how you're born and your path, and maybe that'll help me pick one.
Yeah. My personality is bubbly, cheerful, talkative. So,
Love it.
I think my personality is nerd.
Hell yeah.
Like, very much like, yes, I went through this. I went through some shit. And what's emerged on the other side is nerd.
honestly, relatable.
What a mood. How about you?
I think the more I think into this, the more it's like just wide-eyed wanderer, right? Just, oh, look at that. Oh, let's go see what's over there. Maybe there's another spirit over there. I really like spirits.
Oh,
The world has been so kind to me. Everything must be kind.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's
baby.
very much it. Yeah.
Baby boy.
okay. All right. So, yeah, I'll go a little bit more grounded then, since we have two characters that are going to be very hope-core, very peppy. I'll go the other route then and take the root broken scrounger.
Nice.
We have a very well-rounded team here.
Lovely.
And what is your character's personality, Yuri?
For them, it's going to be as soon as they awoke, were moving around, and I think that they if they've not been awake the longest, they've definitely seen a lot of shit. And it's so very like being able to tell when things start to become dangerous, or the signs of, no, we can't go this way, let's go the other, and very grounded, very survivalist of, this is what we need to do to survive. There are some rules that you guys cannot break if you want to make it any length of time, right? And so
The mom friend. Yeah.
yeah,
The parent friend.
I like that.
which is
I think-
wild from the other one, which was going to be the rascal. But I think it's going to work very well with this group.
So too. Okay, so we are playing as the newly awakened wanderers, which means that we are limited to sort of, we're kind of newbies, right? We're scrubs. And as newly awoken, you get 2 edges. One is selected from the ones available from your origin, and one from your path. And these are a little bit, so I'm going to go over those again. These are like adjectives that you use to do things. So your edges are stone, an edge of uncompromising presence and direct action. Wind, an edge of movement and change, used to leap and tumble, quip and fast talk. Lore, an edge of lost knowledge and deep thought. Instinct, an edge of innate understanding and reflex. Light, an edge of openness and honesty. Shadow, an edge of secrecy and stealth. And smoke, an edge of luck and fate, used to submit to the whim of chance. Esoteric and occult as well. Oh, fun. So if you go into your specific pages for your origins and your paths, it will have suggested ones too. But if you feel really strongly that like you want to pick an edge or a skill that is not on that list, feel free to do so. Just let us know what it is. And then in addition to that, you also have 4 skills. So 2 picked from your origin and 2 picked from your path. 2 aspects. So aspects are the fun bits. Aspects are, and I do think this is one of the strengths of the Wild Words engine. So your aspect is either a trait, a gear, or sometimes
Habit.
a habit.
Yeah.
A habit. Okay, yeah. Different than Wild Sea. Usually it's companion in the Wild Sea, but habit. So it's kind of like a mix of like your equipment / like your abilities too. And these are really fun. Usually they have like a lot of fictional permission. So key to note, it's not just the like rule that's written, it's also like what the thing is. And if you can like broadly apply it like a fate aspect, you can oftentimes get that advantage. So 1 of each from your origin and path, and then 2 oddments and 2 fragments. And those can be taken from any of your origins and paths. So I don't mind if you just want to take all the ones listed as oddments and fragments. And these are things that are oftentimes brainstormed by the table, but they're fun. The ones on your origins and paths are like fun and flavored. So they kind of give you an idea of like what kind of world we're playing in as well.
Oddments are like physical things, and fragments they're more like ideas. They're like specifically the names of different types of location details and location features is the word. It's part of, it's how the generation,
Of
like
the dungeon.
the randomly generated parts of the labyrinth, and we can like combine fragments to discover a specific part of the thing, but we can also use them as oddments to like help us, I think.
And I'm going to pretend I knew that. No, it's all good.
No.
It's all good. I needed to know.
I'm again a rules Supreme Court justice.
Okay, so 2 aspects.
Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about anything.
So right now, I'm going through edgewise, I am leaning stone and lore.
Mm-hmm.
Skills wise, scramble, delve, which we'll find out in play if those overlap enough where that was not a mistake, but just not as useful as it could be. But like in my mind, those are 2 very different things, like adjective wise. Puzzle and tinker. And oddments, I have taken a glasswing butterfly and lubricating oil.
Whoa. Lubricating oil sounds useful.
And then fragments, I've got a well shaft and graffitied.
Cool.
What did the butterfly? Was it butterfly wings? Is that what it?
It's a glasswing butterfly.
Oh wow, that's so fun.
I
Is
chose
it
it because
alive?
like I love the idea of like having something that was not broken, having come out of, because that's one of the options from my origin, Stormbroken. So like you dig your way out of the calamity, and there is a thing there, like the first thing you see in your life that is not destroyed,
Yeah, that's an
and you
odd
take that
right?
with you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And did you pick your aspects yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
You said stone and lore for your edges, right?
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be.
I've
I mean, I could
already
choose.
chosen two.
Wind
Right?
and instinct are mine.
Yeah.
Just by happenstance, I didn't mirror any of those. So I went with light and smoke.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured.
Smoke, huh? Smoke's a good one. Interesting. Yeah.
I like that idea.
You could be
Yeah.
stone and shadow.
Seemed like
You
a
could
very
be-
lucky boy.
Yeah.
that's,
Because like,
the whole idea.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
I mean, I feel like some overlap in
Instinct
the
and
edges
shadow
does make
smoke.
sense.
Yeah, it's-
Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to be.
yeah. Also, if there's 7 edges and 4 of us, so that'd be 8. So
there has
it-
to be
has-
one.
There must be
to.
one.
Yeah, so I know one of them for sure will be Shadow. So I will be
A
a
sneaky little guy.
sneaky little guy.
Nice.
I am really debating on the other one because there's so many good ones. Wind, Instinct, and Smoke are all on my path and origin, and they're all very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll take Instinct and Shadow.
Nice.
Nice. So I'm looking at the camping gear, looking ahead because I'm like that, and I'm like, so if we pick these,
Yeah, we gotta let each individual pick their so.
no, I know.
Funny,
I-
I'm also skipping ahead, but like funny thing with the camping gear, like for whatever reason, so far groups in this game have had a hard time coming up with like a cohesive camping gear. So there's been a lot of sessions where it's like, oh, we're sleeping on the floor without a tent. How did this happen? And there's like negative mechanical.
Listen, we each
Well,
have
we've got a lot of firewood.
we have 1 stake for camping gear each, so we can pick 4 things.
Well,
There are 4 things that are ideal.
No.
No,
No.
I will
Let's
now
bring
on
4
purpose pick the least ideal thing we can think of.
I mean, everything is helpful, so it's not.
Exactly.
no, we're going camping. I brought a surge protector.
Yeah.
Nothing to
I
plug
brought my
into.
blow dryer. So we know where I can plug this
God,
in.
we do this. So in my middle school, we do this thing where you go to you like do the Oregon Trail in class.
Oh, fun.
And there's always one kid in every grade that picks the piano to bring with them on their Oregon Trail journey.
You gotta keep morale up.
You know
And-
what? Wherever they stop and open a saloon, they're going to be popular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That kid's rocking it.
If they and the piano
Make
survive,
it that far, yeah.
Well,
which let me just say, it didn't in my class.
I'll make that suggestion. Piano as like a 4-stake item.
full honky tonk.
Needs to get in there.
I hadn't gotten ahead to read about the camping stuff yet. So when it said you get a stake for camping, I was like, oh, okay. So
What's
the
a
tent won't
stake?
Like
wash
a
away.
stake for stabbing,
Yeah.
stabbing vampires.
Like,
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
make sure
no.
the tent doesn't wash down the hill.
Right,
That's like, it's my thing.
stakes for tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been camping like 4 times. Don't worry about it.
I know what a
Like,
tent
I
stake
actually
is.
was about
I
to
mean-
start looking and seeing what other people got. Like, oh, you got a tent. Or, oh, you got... No, okay.
Nope.
I get it now. I get it.
We
Cool.
use the stakes as a yeah. As
Like
a,
a
Yeah, yeah.
resource.
yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
Or like a slot. Or
It's,
something.
also
That
in
is so
Wild
funny.
Sea, that's the currency used to build your ship as well. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
Cool.
Okay, so this
That's
I am going to choose for one of my aspects. I for disaster.
Hell yeah.
It's not just about noticing what might go wrong. It's about preventing it.
All right.
You're a proactive
Wait,
Doom-
how many skills do we
Doomsayer.
get?
Doom
4.
Doom Reader.
4.
So
But
each
they can
skill,
only be 1 point
Yeah, so you have to
because we're young and new.
You're little
So
babies.
4 skills with 1 point in each of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the effect of Eye for Disaster is consume a fragment to gain information on a possible danger in your current location, supplied by the guide. For the remainder of your time in that location, treat conflicts as triumphs when interacting with potential dangers.
Oh, that's
It's really
good.
good.
Oh,
It's really powerful.
That's good.
That's, dare I say, OP.
I said I have some dev suggestions.
Like, what? Conflicts and triumphs, and you get to get like
Yeah.
a question from the GM?
The aspects I took are Flared Cloak, which is a 3-box gear. And my special ability is spend a point of hope to land safely after a fall or leap from any height without rolling. If you fall or leap from a bridge, you don't need to spend the hope.
Oh.
Oh,
it's,
I like
it's
that.
a glider. I have a gliding cape.
Is there a list
On
where
the
we can see like what each of the skills are pertinent to, or what?
Yes,
they do?
there absolutely is. Let me.
it's on the
Yes, on this
on
on
here.
Cody's fancy
Cody.
handy dandy
I'm sorry.
quick start.
Look at
when I
you.
say I'm normal, I am lying through my teeth. I
This is
Listen.
great.
I use Google Drive obsessively and also design games. I'm normal. I'm so normal.
But let me find the expanded one, like the what the book says too.
Yeah,
Let
because
me-
I was.
Oh
going
yeah,
through
that doesn't have the
book.
details on here. I just
yes.
because
Character elements.
they're different categories.
All right, here we go. No, it's actually in the rule book too. So there's a little bit more. Moving skills: scramble, climbing, athletics, movement over difficult terrain, going up, delve, swimming, caving, squirming through things, going down. Thinking skills: muse is your sixth sense, your mental exploration, understanding spirits and demons. Puzzle, investigating, interacting with servitors, using logic on problems. Physical skills: you have wreck, which is breaking things, scavenging, close combat. And hunt, perception, spotting, listening, shooting bows and slings, natural understanding. Making skills: blend, using organic oddments to create food or medicine, also covers brewing drinks, etc. And tinker, using inorganic oddments to create items, also covers unlocking doors, etc. Social skills: soothe, calming animals and other wanderers, helping teammates in times of stress. And bargain, making deals and impressing others, be it wanderers or spirits, getting your way. And that is on page 29 if you want to take a look at it.
The skills
you.
I took were scramble, muse, hunt, and soothe. There's gonna be overlap, but just in case you wanted to know.
I think I might. So I'm gonna switch over delve to bargain for my descriptor list. Then I love there's like for every piece of this, there's like a line that gives you like the flavor of it. Expert guidance. It's not an obsession, it's a learning opportunity.
I love that.
I went with scramble, muse, puzzle, and soothe.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
And then aspects, I went with ornate robes. That the effect is hot and cold and bad weather don't bother me.
Oh, that's
Nice.
nice. That's good.
And then threads of connection. If we encounter a minor spirit or NPC wanderer, I've probably met them before and have somewhat of a friendly relationship
That's
Mhm.
good.
because they just
You're the
wandered by the
networker.
shrine where I live.
You're the networking
Yeah.
guru.
Oh, hey man, good to see you here.
Hey, I didn't know you walked this far.
Yeah.
So my child is a wild animal, apparently.
Hey,
I probably I'm still looking at these, but I might do scramble, delve, wreck, and hunt.
Very
and just
offensive.
go all
Yeah.
in. Just go all in on the survival.
let me switch one of mine to blend then, depending.
Yeah, am I?
Just because I think or tinker. Which one?
It's one of those things where, as opposed to trying to deal with these spirits and stuff, I probably avoid them.
Okay, this is if I take this would be heavily influence the game. So I'll ask the table. Strange attraction. Which one truly studies which? When you make a discovery while exploring, the location you discover will always contain a servitor of some kind.
Fascinating. Ooh.
I think that's
Would
fine
that
with me.
only apply like if you were the first person in that new location?
Discovering is when you combine two fragments to purposefully be like, this new location is this feature and this detail, instead of like rolling on a random table. So
Right,
it wouldn't
you
happen every
make
time.
them, essentially.
So if you want to find a servitor, you can just make a discovery and then
Well, that's what I'm asking the table.
I'm
I'm
fine
okay
with that. Yeah, because it's not going to happen as often as we think. I don't think.
Yeah.
I
Like it'll-
put another plus next to servitor in my notes. There are 3 pluses there.
Wild. Well, I could also take construct creator, which would be fun.
Ooh.
When crafting with at least 2 oddments taken from servitors, you can make a small working construct of your very own.
Oh.
The resulting temporary aspect has 3 boxes on its track rather than the usual 1, and cannot be given to a fellow wanderer.
That's fun.
I could have a little buddy.
Little buddy.
Hi. My second aspect, by the way, is shared stories, which is a 3-track habit. And the special ability is when you do music and storytelling, clear 1 extra mark than usual. If you consume a fragment for a bonus to this thing, then you make a luck roll, and on a 5 to 6, you actually keep the fragment instead of it being spent.
Cool.
So I'm gonna be singing while for our task when we set up camp, and it'll help us do stuff, I think.
And we get 2 aspects.
Yes, 1 from each,
Mhm.
yeah, from your path in origin.
How many people have hunt?
So hard. Me.
Okay.
And I'm very good at it.
How many people have muse? Okay.
Yeah.
How many people have soothe? Yeah. All right. Because I have scramble, but I feel like scramble is. I need it. I feel like that makes sense for my character to have scramble.
I also took scramble just
don't-
to have some kind of movement.
Yeah,
Yes.
like you.
Yeah.
We don't have to be spread out where like 1, 1, 1. Like we don't have to cover all those.
Yeah, like
bases.
mine is very hyper focused. I have no mental skills and no people skills either.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I want Tinker, if I want to exchange Tinker for one of my other skills, and I'm like, because I I was also thinking, because I was also thinking my character is really good at like carving and sewing
Right.
and stuff like that.
And that's the thing too. It's like just because you don't have a box filled into the skill doesn't mean you can't do it, right?
Fair.
It's like we all can do it and it makes sense. But it's like, what would your character be particularly good at? Like just because you are drawn to heights doesn't mean that you are an expert at climbing. You just like it, right?
Fair.
So you technically don't really need any of the skills.
This is true.
Picking aspects is so hard because all of them sound very useful.
Yeah, they're very fun. They're also, you take damage in this game too. So the boxes, they get filled when something hurts you.
Ah.
Oh, the aspects.
Mhm.
Oh.
Also, we mentioned despair and hope, so you might notice the track up right underneath your character's descriptors. So those are filled with hope. When it's filled with hope, it's H, and I do believe you start with some hope.
We start with 2 hope.
Yeah, so go ahead on the right-hand side for box 6 and 5, you can write H in there, basically. So it fills up from left to right with despair, right to left with hope. So it's kind of a competing track. With hope, you can use hope in order to add 1d6 to your dice pool. It's like a little penny
Ooh.
that you can use. And then despair, I actually can use if you have there to do like essentially a hard move. So
So when it comes to marking out our aspects and relics,
Mhm.
so this pull the one that is right in front of me right now. So Construct Creator is a 3-track habit.
Yes. So I would circle the habit, and then I would like kind of lightly outline 3 of the boxes, so you know that that's like sort of your max, and then you will be asked to mark it sometimes when either you use it, like it's not all of them are marked to use, but some of them are, they will specify, and then when you take damage as well.
Yeah, I've been filling them in and then marking an X with the ones that are like marked, and then the ones that are just aren't used, I fill them in.
Yeah. That's a
That's
good point,
another
though.
option.
I'm gonna make a note to the developers about that.
It's in sorry.
It is. It's just, even when I read it earlier today, I found it confusing.
Yeah.
To be honest, like,
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
fair.
oh, and it's a picture of how they want you to do it. And I was like, eh? But what does this mean? Like,
Right,
legitimately.
I hadn't gotten far enough to know how the marking went.
Yeah.
So I was like, does this mean I can only do it twice? No, I can do it a lot more than twice. It's just if I get jacked up doing something, then, oh no, my
But-
robe got ripped.
Yeah, like funny enough, though, some abilities are like marked, especially powerful ones. So
Sure.
you know, yeah, there's a little bit of ambiguity there.
Yeah.
But I will make note of it.
Fallout and Cursor.
Yeah, this one sounds very good. Sharp Senses is a 4-track trait. Mark to ask the guide to supply a detail of the current scene that you and your allies have missed.
Oh, that's
Aha,
useful.
give me more power. You
There-
missed the giant boulder behind you.
Oh dear.
I guess it doesn't specify. It only has to be
No, I'm not-
helpful
I'm
things.
not gonna do that.
It's all, there's literally been a demon behind you for like 30 minutes.
It's like
Yeah.
we roll really badly on our thing, we'd be like,
Hey, by the way,
Mark's like, hey.
The hairs on the back.
like
of
I
your neck.
know I rolled all ones, but
We all just slowly look over.
That's so funny.
Let's see. So we went over hope. Fallout and curse, those are really bad things. Don't worry about them now, but if you get them, worry about them. They're just,
It's
none
like,
of those
these
are
are
good
awful.
things.
But don't think about it.
Yeah.
if
Don't worry about
your
it.
aspects fill up with marks, so if you fill up with health, then you mark your fallout, and then curses for demons. I don't know how that works.
So yeah, so what happens then if that fallout gets full? Or if the curse gets full?
It's a gauge.
It's a gauge, so the big circle over there, it
Yes.
goes up like a level. So that marks like the level. So if you fill it, it'll go up to like level 2.
level
and then
one.
I see.
Level 1. Level 1? Level 1, level 2, and yeah, like it goes up. And it's,
I think it starts at 0. I might be wrong.
you're probably right.
We don't need to assume that.
I'll get back to you next week about it. I'm sure.
And so would that change things for you as our guide, right? The way you tell the story, or would that change things for us mechanically, having these gauges go up?
We get conditions. When it goes from 0 to 1, you get a condition, and as it goes from 1 to 2, it gets worse.
Right,
From
so
two.
it affects us mechanically,
Yes.
like
Yes.
each
Yes.
character.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. But we just got rated too from Chell from the Table Studios. Hi, everybody. We're doing character creation for the Eternal Ruins RPG, which is a world in
Is that
which
Dennis? Sorry.
you play as wanderers and wandering an endless dungeon. It's a world building project by Sam Carr that you can check out on YouTube. We also have a Kickstarter up right now for the RPG, and we're rolling characters, and we're about 2/3 of the way through, so we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And we're trying to, and the question was, we're figuring out how badly can I hurt you, right? Like, was that?
That's always the
That's
question.
what we were talking like.
That's the primary question.
Yeah,
when you
like,
start playing a
what-
game, it's like, what's my health?
Yeah, what's my? How do I dodge?
How do I not die? Because I don't want to die.
The first thing I think when I meet a new person, how badly are they gonna hurt?
I mean, some characters.
Wah, wah.
Hey,
Too real.
I do think it's important. Like when you're playing with somebody else running the game, it's like you gotta get a gauge on the person first, so
Yeah,
you can see how
real.
far you can push before they really just start smacking your character down.
Yeah,
Yup.
real.
Very important.
I'm a softie.
Oh,
I don't trust you.
That sounds like a lie.
I'm a softie.
It sounds like a lie.
I was gonna say the fact that you say that makes me
be
not
fair,
want to
The
believe
only
it.
games I played with Ray have all been friendly.
Yeah, I'm softy.
Like,
I try. I
okay.
I have to purposely tell myself, I'm like, you're gonna
gonna be
smack him
mean.
harder
You
this
hype
time.
yourself
Yeah,
up. That's
you're
really
gonna hard moves only this game. Okay.
Oh, what a change, because Xavier really got a kick
yeah,
out of.
Dave's brutal.
I think it helps him sleep at night when he knows that he's
Right.
caused a psychological harm.
If I put it into other people, it doesn't come from me.
You sleep better.
I'm like the Ring video.
terrible. Another thing that
It
gets
is
me
the
mad
chain,
as a child.
the chain letter. Oh, God. Did anyone else here read R.L. Stein growing up?
Of course,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
No,
So much yes.
I just got hit with like actual email chains that are like, if you don't send this to 10 people, you're gonna get cursed, and I fully believed them because I was 8.
So I have
Sad.
a
Aw.
question.
Yes.
One of my potential aspects here
Mm-hmm.
say that once per bell I can do this.
Yes.
So in the game, what would a bell be?
So there is a day and night cycle that is tracked on the camping sheet.
Mhm.
One bell is one cycle of the day and night.
That is a cute name for that.
Well, because there's
I love
bells
it.
that ring out at dawn and dusk equivalent. And
Right, so we always technically would know approximately what time it
It's
is. Where do the spells come from? Do we know?
That-
Or do we just hear them regardless of where you are in these
Potential-
ruins?
Potential curiosity to discover. Where are the bells?
Where do the bells come from?
Wait, there's no stars.
Well, we are in ruins. We are encased in stone labyrinth.
Oh my gosh, we don't know
Yeah,
what
there
stars
is
are.
no. We have no idea what stars are. We can't feel the warmth of the sun.
You know what else this reminds me of?
Oh
To
no!
put another horrible thing on our triangle.
Okay.
Please.
the Cenobite world from Hellraiser.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So, like, it literally is like a giant
It's a
labyrinth
giant maze.
of
Yeah.
just darkness, like black obsidian walls and
Oh man.
then
Horrifying.
horrifying things walk around.
Oh
They're
man.
all friend shaped. Don't worry about it.
Are we actually in hell?
You know what?
And
It's all a
when-
matter of perspective at that point.
Yeah, right.
When the statues run out, there's no one left on the surface world.
Vibrate hard enough to break out of your stone shell.
Gosh.
Okay, so everyone is good on edges, skills, aspects. Does anybody
the
else
most
need
part.
any questions? Okay, great.
There.
And we have strong character concepts. Do we have names, pronouns for our characters yet?
Oh. No, I know you did.
Go for it.
Go.
I'm getting killed over here. My character's name is Kyati Gliderborn. So Kyati. And then the honorific is Gliderborn. I don't know if we have honorifics.
We have to have last names?
Well, there's a list of honorifics in there, and
Where is this?
It's
I don't
the
know.
words the
it's
Did you put it? No. Give me the list.
it is on page 27.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you're okay having a
Well, I mean, I guess technically 52, but
there's
like,
no mechanical benefits, so
Yeah.
It makes you feel
And they
more
them
like
pronouns.
a person.
Yeah.
You know what? I think with that, mine's not going to have any.
That makes
I
I
am
love that
feral.
actually. That's a great choice.
I will.
You know your name and that's it.
If I don't know if you are nice, I will try to bite you.
I would die for your character already.
One more time with your name again. I'm sorry.
Kyati. So Kyati is Kyati, and then glider dash born because we're not born, but like I'm really good with my glider, so it's like
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I mean, born is,
Yeah.
this is all we know.
Right.
It is born.
Yeah.
The current version of yourself was born.
I was born to the glider.
Yeah.
Listen.
Wild.
So my name is Anil Nightling. Anil.
Okay.
Nightling. Ling. They, it.
All right. Yours pronounced. Did you say
They
that?
them.
Oh wow. Are we all? That's funny.
I mean, when you don't have a concept of, is there a concept of gender in the ruins? There doesn't have to be.
Right.
Where do I write people's names? I'm gonna write them in here.
Hmm.
Are you still thinking about yours?
I only just started on thinking about the honorifics.
I think, yeah, I really do think
'Cause
I'm
I
going
came up
to
with the first
Bravo.
name quickly, but shockingly quickly for me.
I had to start earlier today,
Yeah,
so
that's usually my thing.
names take me the longest ever.
Unless I just use one of the like 5 names I've used for everything.
Yep.
35 years of gaming.
My,
Just be like, okay, cool.
my partner Vince, he's one of those guys who he always plays some variation of Vinny two something. So it's like Vinny two barrels, Vinny two fists. I'm just like, okay.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
What is
What would it be
Amir
here?
or
Vinny two
Emil?
stones.
A-N-I-L. Anil.
And then, do you have a
Nightling.
Nightling? Cool. Thank you.
I think I'm going to go with Oro with arms wide.
Whoa.
I love
I
that.
love it. Oro as an O-R-O?
Yeah. Actually, 2 R's.
Yeah.
Just for the
double
flavor.
double the O's.
Spicy.
Oro with arms wide. He articulated ball.
And pronouns?
He, him.
Is there a place I can watch or listen to the stream at a later date?
Oh. It's so
Yes.
there's VODs, and then also it gets archived on YouTube. And also it'll get pushed to the Happy Jacks RPG stream
Yeah. Or
for the podcast.
Yeah, so if you want to watch us and our lovely faces again, then go to the YouTube. If you don't mind not getting to see our lovely faces, the podcast version will be on the Happy Jacks RPG. That's right. Thank you, James.
And then they
The links. Hell yeah.
wrote it correctly. Yay.
Am I just madly Googling things right now? Absolutely.
I mean, relatable.
Oh man.
You could go with like a singular like.
I am. So I'm
like
trying to go
scratch
for
or
like
thorn or,
1 or 2 syllables at most and no honorific.
or bite or fin or I'm just porn.
Tell me about this spirit who
I
Oh, right,
like the
'cause you-
idea.
who you devoted
You already
yourself to.
have.
yeah, make
You'd
it
be the
weird.
only one that has a.
Like, I think the spirit is just like a. In my mind, it's sort of like a fountain with just like a hovering, looks like a crystal that just kind of orbits, but then you do something nice for the little shrine, and then it just leaves something out for you. You never see it move. You never see the stuff appear. It's just you turn around and oh look, there's food.
So it's
or
an invisible spirit.
well, like there's this crystal thing,
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair.
but yeah.
That's amazing. So there are examples of names in the book.
Oh,
We're
for
just
spirits?
precious. No, not for. Well, I mean, I suppose you could
For
use
the
it for a
spirits?
spirit, but
Oh.
for the characters.
Oh yes.
What page is it on?
27.
27 of the PDF, 52 of the book.
Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh,
Wait. Go back
did I
down.
already go too far up?
Yeah.
There are lots of examples of names. In the
Here,
book.
do you
Just
want
go over
the?
it.
Do you want the thing?
47.
Yodi.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I found it.
Ah,
Thank
great.
you.
So yes, you have your little. Did you ever name it?
I don't think so. Like it's just a good vibe, right? Like, and other people would come by and like do a favor and then maybe wander off with something. You know, it's just a chill place. And I never felt the need to go until now. And now it's like, wait, maybe there's other spirits that don't have somebody. Like I should go see if they need help too.
Is that what is going to be like the main driving force of your character.
Yeah, I think
is,
that's
like,
why.
finding
At least
these.
to start. At least that's the impetus for wandering off.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Literally.
This is why I don't trust. To be fair, I don't trust any GMs, but
We have aliens and we have annihilation on our triangle. This was not me.
And I made this happy-go-lucky character that's like, spirits are great. Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
it's a choice. It's a
What
choice.
is that? What is that? That's not an alligator.
We don't even know what an alligator is.
A chomp.
I love that so much.
Oh my god, your name could be Chomp.
No. All I can think of is from Mario, the little
Yeah, yeah.
chompers. Is that what you meant?
No, I was just saying your name
Did you
could be. I was just like your name could be Chomp because you like to bite people.
I never said that. I just said I probably would if I thought you weren't nice. That's different. Doesn't mean I like it. It is
Alright.
what is it? Self-defense. I will
Okay.
bite in self-defense.
All right. All right.
But I do love the example names that are in the book.
Mhm.
I think it does give that the sense of, I don't know, like a fantastical, but not in a high fantasy way. The same like Elvish or something like that. But
Mhm.
just most of them are so short and very single syllable or two syllables, which it makes sense if we awake with the ability to language, but not really the notion of what things are and what they are
No
called.
Thranduils.
It is just, yes, there is no prior knowledge to derive more long names from. And I think that's very nice. I think, yeah, I'm gonna end up choosing one of these. I think they're good. I'll go with Talum. That is Tallem.
And Talon, do you have a honorific?
They do not.
They do not. And they, them?
Yes.
All right. We got our cast, gang. Hey, we did it.
Exciting!
Now we just have to figure out where on the triangle. We're
Yeah.
going to
Where are the triangles?
We're on the triangle. Do we want to do the camping stuff first and get our camping gear, or do we want to do the
true.
triangle?
sure, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so that is on page. What page is it on? It's on page
It's relics.
60.
Yeah.
Page 60. It starts on page 60. So
There's also page 119 of the book.
yes. Which book?
The newest.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, I'm on a double page spread.
yeah, I
thing.
was about to
Yeah,
say
yeah.
on the PDF.
On the
it's page-
PDF, yeah.
Oh.
It's page 60 on the PDF, but
That
otherwise,
makes
yeah,
sense because
119.
120 would be half.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so camping is, again, an entire phase of this game. It's camping. We set up camp. We have a place to sleep. We build a fire a lot of times. We cook some food, which should be really fun. You each, as newly awoken wanderers, have one stake each. You are allowed to combine your stakes. So if you would like to get a 2-stake thing or forbid a 3-stake thing, don't blow all your stakes on one thing. But you do have some essential elements. So if you go to page 120 on the actual book, not the PDF, the essential elements of a camp are bedrolls, utensils, and a campfire. The non-essential elements of a camp, but would be nice to have, are a tent, lanterns, an animal companion, and some miscellaneous items. And once again, these are categories, so you have a choice of different types of bedrolls, some nicer than others. You have a choice of utensils, and you also have free ones too, but they're obviously not as good. And you have a choice of campfire, as well as all the bonus things that you may want to get. So again, you have 4 stakes total, 1 each, but you may combine your stakes if you want to get something a little bit nicer. I would highly suggest at least covering the essentials, though. You don't want to sleep with the free gear or make food with your hands if you can avoid it, and scavenge kindling. And this goes on the handy dandy camping sheet. And also on the camping sheet, things to think about, group name. And along with what we're thinking about, I'll just throw it out there. Like, I would love to know, don't have to answer right now, but how long have you been journeying together? Maybe the items, the camping gear determines that.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, okay, so question, because it sounds like we can pool our stuff, right? Because, like, as starting out adventures, we only get one stake each. So, do we want to just go, like, for the one stake items for the 3 essentials and then get a non-essential? Or do we want to upgrade one of the essentials?
See.
I'm down with either option.
I wish there was like a 4-stake like bed or something that you could just
Just
blow it
pull
all
the
up.
bed.
Yeah.
You just have to like
Bed
carry
on
on your
that.
back.
Yeah, why not?
Full-on campaign tent.
Mm.
Like, just
It's an RV. It's got an RV.
I mean, that should be this. There's one you can get a refurbished servitor.
Oh yeah.
You just you're just sitting in the servitor, and it's just like
That's for the expansion.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the advanced place of
Yeah.
my character.
Advanced Eternal Ruin.
there's a bunch of us all like huddled in a corner next to some tiny fire that we managed to light. And here comes Pooja. Bah, bah.
oh god.
We're like, we gave you the stakes because we thought you'd spend lots. And you came back with an RV.
Hop on in.
wild.
That's the delicious and touching version of this game.
Servitor RV.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hey,
Oh no.
Hello.
But speaking of, I love that one of the one stake like miscellaneous items is a puff moss cushion.
That's so
There-
random.
There's puff moss. So I may have done a deep dive on the YouTube channel for Sam. Listen, I'm
I'm not surprised.
stop.
Even a little bit.
But there's a whole thing about puff moss and how it's like it's basically a seat and it's nice except don't beware the bugs inside. Just shake out the bugs in and then you sit.
You know what?
Moss is always full of
I'm
bugs.
good on the.
Like that's where the bugs live.
I
It's
kind of
their
like,
house.
It's their house and we're just borrowing it.
I kind of like the pilfering raccoon myself.
Yeah, I was looking at the companions.
The glow grub
4 of
lantern.
them are only one stake, and they all come with really good effects.
Yeah.
Like the little wolf cub lets us re-roll our first negative camping encounter like every single day.
Oh, the tame burrow ball? That's so cute. It's like a tribble. Sorry.
That sounds like a pet.
4 companions.
I know.
Trouble
No
with trouble.
stove.
It
No
doesn't
bed
reproduce
rolls.
at the same level as triple, but otherwise, it's like
I'm
it's
very
like a stuffed
tired. I will
animal.
sleep on the wolf
Yeah.
now.
4 degenerates and 4 companions.
You know what? What if we spend all of our stakes on companions
Yeah, let's-
instead?
Like
That's not
the
bad.
slinking
Make it
mob,
happen.
which is a cat, and the cat comes generates a meat-based oddment.
So we can. It literally gives us food.
It's
It
like
goes hunting.
you fail
finds a
it.
mouse.
You fail at feeding yourself. Here you go.
Literally, it's beautiful.
It's like that the story of the scuba diver in Antarctica that
And
the leopard seal was like, I feel so bad for you. You don't know how to hunt. Like, I go kill a penguin and bring it to you and be like, I'm sorry you're so pathetic at swimming.
it's like, oh, this is a dead penguin. Oh, yeah.
Like here, you
Like, oh,
Yeah.
your teeth are blunt, and also you don't have claws.
It's like
Like,
sad.
I am doing this a favor. It is only me keeping you alive at this point.
well, so I like the idea of at least having one of each of the essentials,
Yes.
and then just we can come up with a way to spend our 4th one somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes,
I can.
yes.
so we get the woolen bedrolls,
Yeah, because that is the only
ceramic
one steak.
bowls, and the Kindle cat mushrooms and firewood. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you just joining us, we are building our camping gear. We're picking out things from our tents, or no, maybe not tents, our bedrolls, our utensils.
We can't afford
campfire.
tents.
Yeah, we can't afford tents. We're
poor.
newly awoken wanderers, and we are playing The Eternal Ruins by Sam Carr and Company. Check it out on YouTube.
Yes, definitely look it up. There's a whole bunch of really neat videos. The art is amazing. The whole thing is really cool. If you haven't heard of it, you should. Go look it up. Go look at their Kickstarter page.
And then the most important note on the companions is that when your group is exploring, they are doing their thing.
Oh, really? They're
Are
they're
like
chilling?
invincible.
Oh, that's
Right,
cute.
right, yeah.
That's cute. So, what it'll be, gang? Raccoons or pots?
Not the moss,
The moss.
for sure.
Yes. The comfortable yet bug-infested seat.
I mean,
That
like,
choice.
protein. And you just, maybe when we shake it out, we shake it up on
And we
top
get
of
a,
the
we get
kettle.
a bug-based oddment.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
just
like you
a
shake
little...
it out, and then it's like
No.
it's popcorn. It's popcorn.
It's like, you know, when you like salting a dish or just adding like a little, like, you know, some chopped parsley on top to spruce it up.
I don't
We
think it's
just
the same.
shake the moss seed on top of it and it gives a little crunchy something, you know?
It's one of those
It's like
iridescent
it's like
beetles. Ooh, look. Mm.
Hakuna Matata. Cody, I see you writing some stuff down. Have you chosen what to send your steak on?
we're doing woolen bedroll, ceramic bowl, and the Kindle cat mushrooms and firewood is the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then we gotta figure out our 4th.
Oh, okay.
and it feels like
Gotcha.
we're all pretty solid into the companion.
Cool.
Yes,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
want a little guy.
Cool.
We want
The
even
more little guys, more little guys.
Yeah, the only one that I had originally thought of was that herbalist gear. But yeah, no, a companion sounds much more fun. And considering the length of our adventure, I do think the
Yeah.
companion's gonna be more fun. Do you guys have a preference? There are 4 of them that are 1 steak. Let's see.
I kind of like the raccoon or the milk.
Right? I'm looking
Yeah.
at the wolf cub
One
and
of
the
those
milk
2.
as well.
Either food or stuff.
It's really good. How about you guys?
Yes, Trash Panda or
I agree. I don't know
Okay.
what I'm down for either one. The grabby hands or the kitty cat.
You roll dice?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm fine. Just 50-50.
Mm-hmm. Someone want to roll it?
All right.
Raccoon
Is the raccoon odds or evens?
odds.
Oh, the raccoon is odd.
Yeah. Is-
Okay, well I rolled a 1, so we got the raccoon.
Got the
Raccoon.
raccoon.
The
Do we
teal-furry
name-
raccoon.
That was my favorite. I was hoping you'd pick
Can
that.
we
It sounds so
name-
cute. Just a little thief.
I can't even think of a name.
I can't not think of that video of the sad raccoon that washes the cotton candy.
Oh, and then doesn't realize why it's gone.
And it's just like, oh.
That's odd.
I can't think of raccoons right. Like, maybe one day I will be able to, but I heard something. Like, I have 2 cats. And I heard like a scratching noise, and I was like, oh, one of the cats is scratching. And then I looked over and I was like, except that's coming from inside the cabinet. And I
That's
can
not
see
a cat.
both my cats. Neither of them is inside the cabinet.
Uh-oh.
No.
And then I like thunked on the counter. And whatever it was big enough to, like, one of my cabinets on the, like, underneath the counter has a Lazy Susan inside of it. Or whatever those things are
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
Yeah, the
called.
spinny thing.
It hit that. It hit the door of that. And it, like, bumped it open. It was that big. And then I called the, like, animal trapping people, and I was like,
Help.
something is living inside my cabinet. No, I didn't open it to find out what it was. And
Smart.
the
That is
next
very smart.
night, I looked outside because I was like, why is Salvador staring out the window so hard? And there was it was like 2.5 feet tall.
Raccoon
Nice.
is big.
Like on all fours, raccoon. And I was like, that would explain everything.
It's like,
With
aren't
the whole
I
thing
glad
raccoons.
I didn't actually open the cabinet door?
Nope, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I was like, oh, this is that was when I realized, like, that was the level of bravery. Like, I had hit my cap.
Mhm.
I was like, I can't make myself open this door right now.
It's like, that is not gonna happen.
Ay, ay, ay.
I was like, I've seen this movie. The answer is
I'm in a
no.
horror movie now. I know what genre I'm in. I'm not doing that.
So raccoon on our axes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Pilfering raccoon.
Cool. Do we know how long we've been journeying together?
Right.
Mm.
I mean, considering that we're all relatively newly made or born, probably not very long. Maybe some of us have been together longer than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would make sense for either one of us to have, like, on our, like, while we were traveling, to, like, attach ourselves to one or more of these two, who maybe were less social, willing to attach, is kind of my thought.
Yeah. Do you? I know. You mentioned that your character was wandering around and looking for other spirits, right? Mine also would have immediately started moving around and wandering around. Do you think, like, your character would have stayed around the same area and been found by one of us, or do you think they also were, everybody was just out wandering?
So the place that I was born in
Mm-hmm.
was, like, destroyed.
Uh-oh.
It was a cave-in, and I had to dig my way out.
Right.
So, I have gone
Just
elsewhere.
immediately, yeah, did not really stay there at all.
I might have stayed on the bridge for a while. I probably would have left within, like, 5 or 10 bells. Trying to get in the zone. So I think I would have stayed for longer than, like, I didn't immediately leave, but I wouldn't have stayed for a long, long time. I would have, like, journeyed out eventually. So, I mean, my thought is I would have wanted to explore deeper from the bridge, so I made my glider and jumped down. So that's how we could have met. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys found him. And then
we stumbled across you.
and then stumbled across whatever I
You're
am.
feral. You're a feral little guy.
Or, so, like, you were born, like, in a natural environment,
Yes.
right? So maybe the water from the fountain where I was born flowed
Oh,
down into your little
into-
forest.
Yeah. So
I like
y'all
that.
were looking
So I
for
just
a
started following
place,
the water down the...
right? Like a place to find food and shelters, or something with more natural resources would have made sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we
And
ended
then
up
Stumbling
there
upon.
because we needed supplies and we needed a place.
Yeah.
We needed to get natural stuff, and then that's also maybe. Do you think the raccoon is your friend that we now all have adopted? Do you think?
Oh, that y'all acquired the raccoon when y'all acquired me.
Yes.
That could work.
I mean, the raccoon is also stealthy.
Very, yeah.
I like the idea.
Oh.
You had Kevin. I like the idea of y'all camping in this sort of more natural area, right? And me not having seen people in a while, probably, because I tried not to, super stealthy. And I sent the raccoon out to grab things, like, from you guys
Oh.
for me. And y'all caught our little raccoon friend. And so I had to, like, come clean and be like, nope, don't do anything to him. He's
He's
Good.
with me.
He's with me.
And
Sorry,
me
I
just sitting
tried.
there with the raccoon, like giving it cake.
It's like you're
Okay,
gonna give it a
sorry.
stomach ache, but kind of like, all right, sorry, I tried to steal your stuff.
Okay.
I will hunt you guys some food in exchange. I guess. I'm sorry. Whatever.
And then you just stuck with it
And then
for
I
some
just
reason.
stuck with you for some reason, and so did the raccoon. Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
that.
I love it.
that is so
That'd be
cute.
good.
We need a name for the raccoon.
Yeah.
We do. We can't just keep calling it the raccoon.
We've got 2
Rocco.
suggestions
Coco.
so far: Pedro and Mr. Wobbles,
Oh my gosh.
which
Wobbles.
are wonderful names, but also not thematically appropriate.
Not
Momo.
thematically appropriate.
Momo.
Y'all should,
um,
yeah, help us name the raccoon. Let's see what else pops up in chat. But yeah, so probably at least them for quite a while, which would explain why y'all would have already had all the camping supplies, right? Those stakes pooled in,
mhm.
and then the last stake would have been the companion joining when I did.
I like
Yeah,
it.
probably a bit enough to sort of get into a groove.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then how long have we been traveling since then? Together since then.
Any bells, let's say.
Yeah. How many
Yeah,
bells?
like 4 or 5 at most.
4
Yeah.
or 5.
like-
I like that.
Yeah.
4, yeah, like 3 or 4 maybe is probably closer.
Yeah, I
You're-
like the idea that it's been enough that we've gone through at least a
Something.
little bit of shit
Yeah.
Right.
and
We
like
had to deal
made
with-
made it on the other side of
Yeah.
that.
We had to deal with an animal and also maybe a servitor. And we have survived together. At least that. It's been an eventful few bells.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Okay.
And probably at least one that nothing happened,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
right? Like just a day that was just. We kept looking because it was probably like the day after something bad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we're like, oh man, it's gonna be ugly out here.
And then nothing.
But
They were
sometimes
like,
it
"Oh
makes
my
you feel
God,
worse.
Things are normal in the, and then the next
Oh.
day is when the
Yeah.
the other one.
Like, just wait,
It's
that
day
shoe's
4.
gonna come down.
We're on day 4.
Love it.
Do we have a group name?
Oh,
No pressure to. I mean, we don't have to come up with one right
that's a
now.
lot of pressure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you that right
we'll
now.
we'll table that.
We'll come up with the group name by the
I think
end
yes.
of yeah. It'll
As
Okay.
we go.
this will be the naming journey.
Okay. And now it is finally time to fill in our triangle. Dun 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 dun.
Oh no! I forgot about the triangle.
Pass it this way.
So I just put a mark where.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh!
Hmm.
I really forgot about the triangle.
I'm gonna mark mine as me.
Like a giant triangle servitor. It's a big pyramid.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said I wanted it dead in the smack in the middle.
You really did.
Listen,
You really did.
I love all these vibes. I don't mind playing in a horror game.
Mhm.
I can't watch horror, but if I'm playing in a horror game, then I like it because I can punch the horror in theory.
Yeah, the feeling of agency versus just I'm experiencing something.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of ghosts unless I can punch the ghost, and then I'm not scared of the ghost
Yeah.
Right. That is exactly how that works, Cody.
anymore. I never said it was logical.
I
You're
feel
right.
like nowadays modern horror has a lot of punching ghosts.
Yeah.
All
Like
right.
post Ghostbusters,
Oh my gosh,
everybody was
we're
like,
everywhere. We're everywhere. What am I supposed to do with this?
Good luck. I don't know what to tell you.
Fun.
That's our.
you know what?
That's our actually. So this is Annihilation. You know the Natalie Portman movie down there. It's delicious and
The
done.
Southern Reach trilogy.
Yeah,
buddy.
and
Aliens.
and aliens. So
Oh man.
that was
No,
like,
I-
not helpful at all. Okay.
That hurt me so bad.
Like
just now.
usually the Southern Reach trilogy. My bad. But check
Like,
it out.
I was like, the Southern Reach trilogy. Hey, Jeff Vandermeer. Amazing.
So that's our quadrant. I guess.
That's-
that we're trying
yeah,
to-
The
it works out.
quadrant of
It's a slice down the
it's
center.
Brits, so the bottom is alien. Who put alien and
Delicious and Dungeon.
This is split the difference. Annihilation? Nah.
I feel like there's a bone in his body that is like existential. Right? Like it's just
that
very
challenge
much,
accepted.
yeah, it's
I
just
know,
very much
right?
like, okay, things are nice, or oh, that's terrible.
The most go with the
Anyway, walks
flow
away.
character ever. Like, you know what? It's what it's.
Have you ever interacted with a demon?
Not yet.
No.
I don't think so.
He still has a sparkle in his eye.
Like, can't relate. My character's definitely not interacted, but like seen one or something. Huh. Probably when I met you.
For sure, we might see a demon, and I might be like, "Oh, look, another spirit. Maybe I can help
No.
it." Yeah.
That's awesome. And I think that's everything. We do have lines and veils and yes pleases, but I think we can do that off stream
Yeah.
on our Slack. And yeah, I think we have a really solid start. I'm super excited about this. Yeah. So I don't think we want to. Do we want to review characters, or just kind of like what how this is
We
usually?
can do that.
We can do
Like
that next time. I
episode
feel
one,
like.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We'll jump in next time with.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for that. Was super fun. I'm super pumped for our 2-shot ahead, and I'm gonna throw it to Dave to close us out.
Sure. First off, thanks everybody that came in to join us tonight live. It was awesome to see a whole bunch of A, new names, and B, just people with great ideas. That's the favorite thing about this when I'm not GMing is being able to read the chat. When I'm in the GM chair, the chat just is one aspect I can't, like my brain doesn't divide that many
Yeah,
times. So I just have to be like, I'm sorry, that's going to be over there. I'll look at it when we're on a break or whatever, but like that. As always, thanks to the chat mods, especially James B, who's here tonight, keeping the chat room safe so everybody can watch live. It's just can't happen unless we have some degree of, safety rails on the edge of this mountain road that is the internet. For sure. Also, huge thanks to the Happy Jacks Patreon community that helps support us having a studio space to play these games in. You can see some extra behind the scenes stuff. Just a couple of days ago went live the discussion that we did for the Electric State game that I ran here, where we talked about stuff that never even came out in play and was just lurking in the background. But
Ominously.
yeah, that's the best way to lurk. But that's you can support us here. It keeps the lights on, it keeps the internet flowing, and it makes it so GMs can go back and watch these videos and not have to take a ton of notes, which is my favorite part. So please keep supporting the channel so I don't have to go back to taking notes as a GM for purely selfish reasons. And let's go around one more time.
Hey everybody, my name is Ray, he, him pronouns. You can find Eternal Ruins on Kickstarter Live right now and on YouTube. I'm the publisher over at MythWorks. You can find all of our socials at MythWorks HQ, and our website is myth.works.
Hello, I'm Cody Gonzaga. I use they, them pronouns. I'm also Jaztice, Jaztice on the Discord, and the internet. Listen, it's been a day. You can catch me on Blue Sky as Jaztice. You can catch me I have a website, www.codygonzaga.com, KODIGONZAGA. I'm kickstarting my own game called Extraordinary right now. It recently hit its funding goal, and if we hit a stretch goal, I will cry. Alive. I don't know. That's a reward, right?
Only happy tears. Only happy tears.
Yes, happy tears, but still, like for the content machine requires it.
Hi, I am Pooja. I don't use pronouns. If you want to hear me play more TTRPGs, you can tune in on Sundays here, where I am playing the astonishing Ezthe Para Tiefling Martial Sorcerer in our Spelljammer D&D campaign, Astral Circus. And if you want to find me on the internet, you can find me as Forgotten Saves on the Discord and Blue Sky mainly. Every once in a while, I dip my toe into Instagram and then I run away again. So,
Correct.
where I mostly yell about books and post pictures of my cats.
And I am Yuri, that is Y-U-R-I, pronouns she, they. You can find me all over the internet as at Yuri and the Beast, as I bully my friends into letting me play TTRPGs with them, because I want to play as many different systems as I can get my grubby little hands on it, and so far, it's working. Hello, new system, what's up? I am doing a lot of long-term campaigns and a lot of really, really awesome things coming up with a lot of my friends that do really, really awesome things. I'm very lucky. So you can find me over at Don't Kill My Character, over at Help Action Needed, Game Master Monday, Roll D5, and I will be doing stuff with... Oh my gosh, I am so sorry if I forget. I have a lot of things going on. So just check out my socials and see what's going to be coming out next. A lot of these things are pre-recorded, so I'm actually not even sure what's coming up next.
That's the tough part, right?
That is the tough part.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Kadave. I use he, him as my pronouns. We will see me here a lot this week on this channel. I was here last night, I'm here tonight, and I'm going to be live at Strategicon on Saturday night at 8 o'clock Pacific, where we will talk about all the games we've played at the con and what went right and what went horribly wrong sometimes. You never know. So
Shit happens, man.
yeah. And also by 8 o'clock on Saturday, I'm going to be a little drinking. Just
Go see that.
just
Yeah.
a smidge.
It's just some.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, in that way that maybe I don't remember Saturday night after that. So let's go. It's always a great time. Strategicon is a wonderful convention circuit that happens 3 times a year here in LA. If you're local and you don't have something to do this weekend, come on down. There's always something to do. Even if you're looking at the schedule and you're like, oh, all these games that I was interested in are full. There's a games on demand section where you can just show up and jump in and play stuff.
We're in the basement. It's great. It's a great time.
With all kinds of indie creators that are down there, sometimes with the first time anybody's ever seen their creation, to give it a try. And people that have come from very far away to run games, play games, and have a great time. So it is a super chill con experience that I recommend to everybody.
And I know our very own Artem is going to be playtesting a module that they made for Mouse Order, I believe.
Oh,
Don't
really?
quote me on that one. It was like 4 days ago that I found out, so my brain has eaten a lot of information.
Sure. Other than that, Monday nights here on the channel, I'm playing in, Adam is running the Dune the Imperium RPG for us, and I'm playing absolutely not a hopeful, wide-eyed, friendly character. Just a complete sociopathic mentat that likes hurting people.
It's full of whimsy.
Yeah, he has a spirit of it, but that's mainly because you haven't seen him get really ugly yet.
Please don't torture a guy.
That was just the little crack in the door,
That
right?
was a Tuesday for him.
Yeah.
That was bad. I didn't see more.
Like the rest of the family was around, so he couldn't really torture the guy. But it's a lot of fun being just terrible. So other than that, yeah, tune in 1 week from today to see us start this awesome game.
Fuck yeah.
Anything else? Last minute? All right. Have a good night, Internet.
Bye.